Holding it right. So at least you know, because it makes a funny sound now when it records, so you kind of know if I've forgotten to do it or not. So we'll just start with our hands on our heart center. I'm sorry if I'm a bit in relief, the light's a bit strange in this place, so I look a bit dark, I think, on the camera. So we're breathing in and out through the nose. And noticing the breath. So as you come into summer, we are. We're thinking about the heart and the small intestine, the pericardium, the fascia. This idea of our energy reaching its peak. And the meridian lines, the energy lines for these systems run through the arms and the shoulders. A couple more breaths. So we could try slowing the breath. We could try inhaling for a count of 6. And exhaling for 6. Again, inhale for 6. And exhaling for 6. Again, inhale 6. And exhaling. And then release the hands, take the hands onto your knees. Lift your chest, so keep your shoulders down and just lifting the chest, squeezing your shoulder blades together a little. And then as you exhale, rounding, tuck your chin towards your chest. So as you inhale, you expand, spread the fingers, lift your chest. And as you exhale, you're rounding, tucking the chin towards your chest, tuck the pelvis under a little way. And again, inhale, opening. And exhale as you round. So do 2 more. Inhale, open. Spread the fingers, lift your chest. And exhale as you round, slowly. And again, one more time. Inhale, expanding. And exhale. Come back to a neutral spine. Rest the hands back on your heart center for a second. A sea of tranquility. And then we take the arms out to the side. So again, we're lifting the chest, keep the shoulders down. And then we can interlace the fingers in front of the body, push the hands away. And again, so you're tucking the pelvis under a little bit, you're pushing out through the hands. The opening across the back, and again, the arms come out to the side, lifting the chest. And then you interlace the fingers, push the hands away. And again, the arms come out to the side, chest lifts. Interlace the fingers, push the hands away. And then you can just take the hands up towards the ceiling if it's comfortable. If it's not comfortable for the shoulders, just release the hands and then just reaching over to your left. And coming over to the right. Again, reaching over to the left. And to the right. And again, you go left. And right. Come back to center, release the hands. There's always some sort of noise going on, isn't there? It's just something. It's the van. Oh, naughty, naughty. So you've got your right hand on your left knee, the back of the left hand to the small of the back. Find length through your spine. Ease your shoulder back as you twist to your left. And as you keep the twist in the body, just turn your head to your right. And then you can come back to the middle, take your left arm up. We're going to take another side bend, reaching over to the right. and coming up over, reaching to your left. And again, up and over. And up and over. 2 more, up and over. Up and over. So you twist to the other side. You take the left hand onto your right knee, the right hand behind the back, finding length through the spine, rooting down through the sit bones, easing your right shoulder back, twisting to the right to start. As you keep the twist in the body, turn your head to your left. And then you come back to the middle and just roll your shoulders. And change direction. You can take your shoulders up to your ears and then release. So again, the shoulders come up, and then release. Again, lift your shoulders and then you release. And then the arms just float out to your sides. So you're reaching out through your fingers to find as much length as you can through the arms. Try and keep the shoulders down. And then we'll give ourselves a hug, taking the left arm over the right, coming around to your shoulder blades. Drop your shoulders away from the ears, and then feel the movement of your breath across the back of the body as you breathe. So you're not lifting the shoulders, you're feeling the expansion on the inhale, and slight contraction as you exhale. If you let go of the body, come into eagle arms. So whichever version of eagle arms works for you. So you can have, so depending on how your shoulders are feeling, you can have your elbows crossed, you can have the forearms crossed. The elbows can come off the chest, the hands away from the face, and you might just want to hold it here. The other thing to do is to take the elbows down towards the tummy and the chin towards your chest. Feel the opening through the back of the heart center, through the upper back, and then as you take the elbows up, coming into a little back bend. So lifting, holding it here for 2 breaths. And then letting go of the arms, straightening the left arm, coming up to it. Take the arm across the body, use the forearm, ease the arm across the body, look to your left. And you take the arm the other way by taking the left arm out to the side again. Bend the elbow, take the hand behind the back, catch a hold of the right elbow, draw your shoulders back, turn the head to your right. The right arm comes up, reach up towards the sky, reaching over to your left. And then you could just bring the body to upright and just spiral the arm across the head. So just circling the arm. Go the other way, which might feel a bit odd. So this will be circling the moon. And then as you stop, reach the hand up towards the sky. And then option, you could bend the elbow, take the hand behind the back, and you may or may not catch your fingers. So just draw the elbows back. So just be mindful if your shoulders are feeling sore, this might be the move for you today. So just draw the elbows back a little, and perhaps you can just drop your ear towards your right shoulder. And then you can release the arms, take the arms up, and then just folding forward. So bringing the hands towards the mat, relax the head, rooting back through your sit bones, tummy button to spine. Just let the head drop down towards the floor. And as you start to push into the hands, walk the hands behind you. Fingers are pointing forward, so you've got the hands behind the back. Fingers are pointing forwards. Push down into the heels of the hands. Maybe you can lift your hips and your chest, or just your chest. And then releasing down, change the cross of your legs. Remove the socks off. Change the cross of your legs. Take the arms out to the side again. Relax your shoulders, reaching out through your fingers. Finding length through your spine. Noticing your breath. Just remember the 6-6 breath is the magic breath, where everything in your body works better. So if you were to just spend 20 minutes a day with this 6-6 coherent breath, it's called, there's loads about it online. There's loads of books I could tell you about as well. But the Breath book by James Nestor is the most recent. And then you could take your right arm over the left, you could come round to your shoulder blades, relax your shoulders away from the ears. And again, feel the breath, notice the movement. So this breath, they call it the David Bowie breath. So this is a good breath for anxiety, just the fact you're holding your body, stimulating oxytocin. So feel the movement across the back as you inhale. And then the contraction as you exhale. And then we can take our eagle arms on this side. So as you let go of the body, the elbows across, or the forearms, the hands together, the backs of the hands come together, the elbows off the chest, the hands away from the face. And then we can just drop, if you wanted to, your elbows towards your tummy and your chin towards your chest. And as you start to lift, coming into a little back bend, take the elbows up. Let go of the arms, take the straighten the right arm, take it across the body, looking over your right shoulder. And then we can take the arm the other way, take the right arm out to the side, then the elbow, and grab a hold of your left arm, take the shoulders back a little, and then turn your head to your left. And the head comes back to center. You can take your left arm up, reaching over to your right. Keep the right hand where it is. And then as the body comes back to neutral position, just circle, spiral the arm across the head. Change direction. And then you're reaching up towards the ceiling, bending the left elbow, take the hand behind the back. Maybe this is the easier side or not. Take the elbows back if you can, find length along the spine and drop your ear towards your left arm. And as you release, you can take the arms up again, flex the wrists back, spread the fingers, and then we can take the hands forwards again, coming into a forward fold, rooting back through your sit bones, bringing the forehead down towards the ground. Again, as you walk the hands back towards you, take the hands behind your back again, fingers are pointing forwards if you can, pushing into the heels of the hands, lifting the hips if you want it, the chest. And then you'll cross the legs, keep the hands where they are, take the feet forwards. So you've got the hands behind the back, fingers pointing forwards. And we'll take a little twist. Knees go right as you look to your left. And you go the other way. So knees are going left as you look to your right. And again, twisting. And you twist. And twist. And twist. If you drop your knees over to the left, so you've got your left foot is on your right thigh. So make this You might need to fiddle around with this right knee so this feels comfortable. Your hips are sinking, yeah, so you've got your left fingers on the ground, your right arm is coming out to the side, you're reaching through your fingertips. And then as you sweep the arm across the body, lift your hips, take the right arm overhead, spread the fingers, we'll hold it here. Feel the opening through the right side of the body. And then you drop yourself down, swivel the feet over to the other side, and try from the other side. So you've got the right fingers on the floor, the left arm is coming out to the side, you're reaching over to the side, you then bring the arm across, you lift the hips, you turn the hand away from you, and you hold it here. And then you come back down. Take the feet back to your neutral position in front, so you've got the feet a hip distance apart, the hands behind the back. Fingers are pointing forwards if you can, and we could spread the palms of the hand, tummy back into spine, pushing down through the soles of the feet, lifting up into tabletop, or just pushing into the heels of the hands, lifting the chest. So depending on how your shoulders are feeling your wrists. And then you drop the hips down towards the ground as you push your feet away from you and come up to a long spine. So if you know your lower back is feeling a little uncomfortable, you might want to have your knees slightly bent. The other thing is to prop your hips up so that your hips are slightly elevated. So wherever you are with this, you're trying to find length along the spine. You're trying to drop your shoulders away from the ears, tummy back into spine, and we're hinging at the hips. So it may be that you just fall forward a couple of inches. So you can take the arms up, find length through the spine, start to hinge forwards at your hips. So for some people, this is really easy and they can come forward with a completely flat back. For others of us, this is quite challenging. So see how it feels as to hinge at the hips, come forward with a flat back, close the eyes for a second, and just notice how this feels in this shape. And then maybe with every inhale, you can find a bit more length along the spine. You might find there's a point where you just want to round a little down towards the leg. And if your knees are bent, you might be able to think about pushing your heels away from you without losing the shape of your back. And as you start to bring yourself up, walk your feet towards you, take your toes off the ground, hug your knees towards your chest. So again, you're reaching down through the sit bones, your spine is long, your chest is open, and you can take the arms out and extend the legs, or you can keep your knees bent. So whichever works better for you, you're reaching through your fingers, your chest is open, you can open and close your hands. So you've got all sorts of points on our hands, we've got minor chakras, we've got meridian lines ending and beginning. And then you could release, you could drop your feet to the ground. So the option is to come up again to tabletop, or you could extend the legs and come up into plank. So you could push that. If you're in plank, your toes are coming towards the ground. If you're in tabletop, you could be here or you could be lifting the hips. So whichever one you would like to take. If you're in reverse plank, your toes are pushing towards the ground. Or if you're here, you're just pushing into the heels of the hands. And then wherever you are, drop the hips. Push the heels away from you again. Finding your Dandasana, your staff pose. Just notice how this feels, finding length through the spine, reaching down through your sit bones, pushing out through the heels perhaps. See how that works, and then we can take the arms up. Coming back into spine again, hinging forwards, closing the eyes. And just have a sense of lengthening through the spine and then starting to fold forwards if it's comfortable. And what you could do is you could try drawing up on your thigh muscles. So try engaging the thigh muscles, pulling up on the pelvic floor, and it might help to release the hamstrings a little. And as you start to come up again, tummy back into spine, Bend your knees, walk the feet towards you. Lift the knees towards your chest, take your toes off the ground again, so long through your spine. And then if you wanted to, extending into your boat pose, spreading the arms out to the side, and you could flick your thumbs against your fingers. Let's take your mind off of things. And then your feet come down, the arms come down, and you can come to lie on your back and hug your knees towards your chest. You see, I just changed my on the camera. You're lying on your back, knees to your chest. And you can just let your knees rock over to your left as you look to your right. And go the other way. Knees go to the right as you look to your left. So again, we're rocking from side to side. Knees go one way, you look the other. And a couple more. Knees go one way, you look the other. And knees go to the one side and you look the other side. Then come back to the middle, take the arms out to the sides, straight out to the sides. Palms are facing upward. Just settle in here for a second. So relaxing the shoulders a little, feel the openness across the chest. And then we're going to take the knees over to your left as you look to your right. Try and keep your shoulders down. And then come the other way. Knees go over to your right as you look to your left. And back to the middle, take the feet onto the ground. Keep the arms where they are for a second. So your feet up, your knees are bent. Take the right arm up towards the ceiling. And again, you can just make some little spiraling movements with your right arm. So when you move the arm, you'll feel a slight movement of your shoulder blade against the mat. You can circle the wrist and then circle the arm the other way. So just a little movement through the shoulder. And then reaching that right hand up towards the ceiling so that your shoulder blade is coming off the mat. And then bring the arm down, take the arm out to the side and swap sides. So take the left arm up. How did I see that? And then we can circle your left arm above your head. We just make it a little spiraling movement. So again, you'll feel this movement of your shoulder blade against the mat. And you can go the other way. And then as you stop, reach the left hand up towards the ceiling, so your shoulder blade will lift off the ground. And the shoulder comes back down, you take the arm out to the side, so now you've got, both arms are out to the side again. You've got your knees a hip distance apart. You've got a horrible noise in the background. So practice pratyahara, which is sense withdrawal. So try to withdraw your senses inwards. So as we come up, keep the arms where they are, push into the feet, lift your hips and your tummy and your chest. And then when you get to the top of the lift, bring your arms towards each other so that your hands are reaching up towards the ceiling. So you've got your hips are lifted, your arms are lifted. Keep the arms where they are, and we'll just let the hips, the back come down towards the ground, and then release the arms out to the side. So it's a slight variation on flowing bridge. Keep the arms out to the side, start to lift your hips and the tummy and the chest. And then when you get to the top of your lift, then you can sweep the arms towards each other, reaching up towards the ceiling. Keep the arms where they are as you let the body drop down towards the ground. And then you let the arms just float down to the sides again. So do one more. Pushing into the feet again, engaging your leg muscles, spreading the soles of the feet, lifting up. And then you bring the arms towards each other, reaching up towards the ceiling. You bring the back of the body down towards the ground. And then the arms just drifting out to the sides. And just let the arms rest there for a second. And we're trying another twist. You take the left leg along the ground, draw the right knee towards your chest. And then just let that right ankle drop on top of your left knee. Let the knee drop over to your left as you turn your head to the right. So if this is uncomfortable for the shoulders, just take the hands a bit closer to the body if you'd like to. So you can turn the head to the right and your knee is dropping to your left. And then you can roll yourself back and try the other side. So extend the right leg along the mat. Draw your left knee up towards your chest. And then the left ankle comes on top of your right knee. You let the knee drop over to your right as you turn your head to your left. And you'll feel maybe the opening through the top left-hand corner of your chest. And you roll back to center, to bend the knees again. Actually, hug the knees towards your chest for a second. So just hug both knees towards your chest. And then bring the feet to the ground, knees are bent and arms to your side. So we're coming up now for another variation on flowing bridge. We're going to keep the hands down to start with, push into your feet, lift the hips and the tummy on the chest. When you get to the top of the lift, float your arms overhead so that the backs of the hands will come to the floor behind you. Keep the arms where they are, let the body come down towards the ground, so you're taking upper back, middle back, lower back, and then you can release the arms back down towards your feet. So again, pushing into the feet again, lifting up hips, tummy and chest. And when you get to the top, lift the arms. Easing the knees away from you. Check the knees aren't flying out to the side. They keep the arms where they are. You let the back come down towards the ground. Feel the length through the inside of your arms, and then you let the arms just release down towards the floor. So we do one more, pushing into the feet. So slowly lifting the hips, tummy, chest. Keep the arms down to start with, Sonia. And then when you get to the top of the lift, then you take the arms up. You keep the arms where they are, let the body come down towards the ground. See what sensation you have through the arms. And then let the arms release. And hug your knees back towards your chest. Hug your knees towards your chest. And if we take the soles of the feet together, take the feet onto the ground, take the fingertips to meet at the back of your head. So you've got the fingertips meeting, you've got the elbows on the ground, the knees are coming down towards the floor. And as your knees squeeze together, the elbows squeeze together, lift your torso up so that the knees are squeezing towards your elbows squeezing towards your knees, so that's okay for your neck. And then as you come down again, you can let the elbows come out to the side, you can let the soles of the feet come together again, the knees are dropping out towards the floor. And again, as you squeeze the knees together, squeeze the elbows towards each other, lift everything towards each other. And again, last time. Taking the knees back down towards the ground, drop the head slowly back down towards the ground. And then last time, squeeze and lift, elbows towards your knees. And then we'll just release down, take the arms above the head, take the legs out to the side of your mat, just taking sort of starfish shape with your body, so the arms are extended, the legs are extended. Just rest it here for a second. And you can bring the legs together, the arms come to your side, lift the knees, cross the ankles, walk yourself up and come straight over into child's pose. Roll yourself up. So we take extended child's pose, take the feet together, knees apart, slide your hands forwards, take the forehead towards the ground. We'll take a variation on our threading the needle from here. So if you lift your your torso slightly. Take your left hand under your right arm, if it's comfortable, and then just let your left ear come down towards the mat. Reach your right hand towards the top of the mat. And then you can extend, you can come out and try the other side. So you take the right arm into your left arm, take the ear down towards the mat, reach your left arm overhead, and just hold it there for a moment. And then you can spread out the arm and come into all fours. So you've got the hands under your shoulders, knees are hip distance apart. Spread your fingers. And we'll take a really slow cat-cow, thinking about this equal inhale and exhale. So as we inhale, we lift the chest, shoulders away from the ears. And then as you exhale, tucking everything under, pushing up between your shoulder blades, spreading the fingers, try not to lock the elbows. Again, so you're inhaling for a count of 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then exhaling for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again, pushing down through the tops of the feet. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And come to a neutral spine. So from here, there are two options from your all fours position. You could come up on the tops of your feet and lift your knees, which I know for some people is not pleasant. So the other thing to do is to turn your toes under and lift your knees. So if you wanted to be on the tops of the feet, that's fine. So again, try not to lock the elbows, squeeze the forearms, the thumbs towards each other. And wherever you are, if you're on the tops of the feet, you're rolling over your toes to your downward facing dog. Or if your toes are turned under, you're just lifting the hips. So coming into your downward facing dog. So you're engaging your core muscles, you're drawing back through the arms. Sinking the heels towards the floor. And then we're just taking the right leg up. So drawing up through your left leg, taking the right leg straight back behind you, bending your right knee, and see if your right knee can come across to your left elbow. Take the leg straight back behind you again. Bend the knee, and this time we'll take the foot between the hands. So the right foot will come, however you'd like to get it there, between your hands. You drop your left knee onto the ground. So if you need something under your left knee, it's fine. So you're sinking your hips forwards. Your right knee is above the ankle. You're relaxing your shoulders. You're taking the arms up, change my camera and lifting your arms up and turning your thumbs out a little way. So your chest is open. It's this spiraling movement through your hands. And then as you bring the fingers down towards the ground, sit back towards your left heel and extend your right leg. So feeling the openness through the back of the body, bowing the body down towards the right leg, tummy back into spine still. Pulling up on your pelvic floor. And again, maybe you could try even engaging the front of that right thigh muscle. And then you bring the foot forwards. Come back to your lunge position. That's not what it's doing. It's making such a bracket. Fit the hands to your chest. Push your palms together. And then we can try a twist. So taking your left elbow towards your right knee. Push the palms together. And the option, if you want to do, is to separate the hands. So the left fingertips come to the ground and the right hand comes up towards the sky. Hands come down either side of your foot. Step your right knee back, come back to your all fours position. I'm going to shut this door for a minute. I'll be back. It's wet. Sounds like you're doing a bit of chopping or something. Anyway, so come back to your all fours, swivel your hips. And come back to all fours. We do the same thing. So either on the tops of your feet or the toes turned under, lift your knees a couple of inches off the ground. So engage your arm muscles, squeeze the thumbs towards each other, slide the shoulder blades together and down the spine. So you're just lifting your knees to start with, Lynn. So you're hovering the knees off the ground, a couple of inches. Tummy button to spine. And then if you're on your tops of the feet, you roll over your toes to take yourself back to your downward facing dog. So again, it's drawing back along the arms, relaxing the head. And we can do the same thing. You can take the left leg up in the air, bend the left knee, and then see if your left knee might come towards your right elbow. Sweep the leg back, bend the knee, and then step the foot between the hands and drop your right knee. Who's making those sounds? Sound effects. You've got the back of the knees on the floor if that's comfortable. So you've got the right knees on the ground, the left knee is above the ankle. You're spiraling your thumbs up as you come out. So turn the thumbs. The fingers come down, you step back towards the heel. Straighten your left leg. The foot comes forwards, and we take a twist on this side. So hands to your centre, right elbow towards your left knee, easing your lower ribs over. If it's comfortable, you could separate the hands. So the right foot is on the fingers outside your left foot, the left arm is up towards the sky. The hands come down either side of the foot. Sweep the left leg back and come back to your all four position. And take a breath. And we'll take the right knee back. So you're lifting your chest. You've got a little bend in your elbows. So try not to lock the elbows. Middle fingers pointing straight ahead, lifting your right knee. So your chest is open. And then we squeeze the knee towards your nose. So the leg comes back, your chest lifts. And knee to nose. Again, leg comes back, holding it here. So you can keep both hands on the floor, or you can reach back with your left hand, catch a hold of your right foot, push your foot into your hand as you lift your chest. Tummy back into spine. Release the hand, release the foot, swap sides. So the left knee comes back. Try not to lock the elbow. Holding it here for a second, so chest is lifted. Feel the openness, draw the shoulder blades together and down the spine, and then squeeze that left knee towards your knee. Again, the leg comes back. Knee to nose. Last time, leg comes back, holding it here, and then reaching back with your right hand, catching hold of the left foot, push the foot into the hand. The knee comes down. Keep the hips in the air, slide your hands forward, Anahata Asana. Keep the arms wide, your shoulders are comfortable, and you're dropping the front of the body towards the floor. If your cheeks on the mat, change cheeks. Chin comes forward, sliding forward. A couple of breaths in Sphinx pose. So you've got your forearms are parallel, your elbows are under your shoulders. You're drawing back through the heels of the hand. You're drawing up through the fronts of the legs, holding it here for a couple of breaths. Feeling the abdomen moving towards the mat as you breathe. Getting to it. if you want to take the hands a little wider, straighten the arms if that's comfortable into seal pose. Keep the shoulders down. If it's pulling in the back, just bring the elbows back down. So your shoulders are relaxed, you're feeling the openness across the chest, you're feeling the breath. And then lower yourself down, take your cheek to the mat and your arms to your side. Let your shoulders drop forwards a little bit, maybe let your big toes touch and the heels drop out to the edges of the mat. Chin comes back to centre. Take the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, draw the hands down towards your heels as you lift your chest. You're pushing down through the tops of the feet, your shoulders are away from the ears. And then release the arms, take the other cheek to the mat, let the shoulders drop forward, big toes to touch. Chin comes forward, hands into your shoulders, ease yourself back again. So come back to all fours for a second. Again, we just come up into our downward facing dog, so either from the tops of the feet, rolling over the feet. So we can try, if you don't need to do this, we could try fallen triangle. So the option is to stay here in downward facing dog. If you wanted to try fallen triangle, I'll talk you through it. You're taking your right leg up again, bending your right knee, taking your right knee towards your left elbow, and when it gets there, start to straighten your right leg underneath your left arm. You swivel on your left foot, so the heel comes down, and then you lift your left arm up to the sky. Or not. You could stay where you are. Oh, good, well done, Zoe. Thank you for joining me. And Zoe. And then you come back. I just thought we could try it. So we come back to your downward facing dog. So we need to do the other side. So we take the left leg up if you wanted to try this. You bend the left knee. The left knee, as we did earlier, is coming across the body to your right elbow. Then you extend the leg underneath the arm. You swivel onto your right foot and you extend your right arm. All and try. And then you come back. Drop your knees if you're doing it. Oh, thank you, Sonia, for joining me. Sit on your bottom, and then welcome to stand. I managed to do a whole class yesterday with no standing work, so I've got to do it. I know, I don't know quite how I did it. I ran out of time. Anyway, come to stand. I'm not doing your standing work. I did it by mistake yesterday. So it didn't seem to be playing, but I just think it's a bit odd. We got so carried away. We forgot to stand. I forgot to stand. Anyway, spread your toes. So come into your mountain pose, Tadasana. Relax your shoulders. And just notice your breath. You can just rest the hands just in front of your tummy. Check that your knees are soft. Just be aware of the expansion of the body on the inhale. And then release as you exhale. Take the hands a little bit higher onto the chest. As you release the hands, we could swing the arms as you bend. So in Qigong, I never remember, it's called something like, I'll get the right name, clearing the clouds with spear the heart. But I could be wrong with that, something like that. Swing. Four more. And then stop. So come back to your mountain pose. See what's happening to your breath. Take the hands to your center, push the palms together and come into your tree pose with your left foot on your right leg, wherever feels comfortable. Ease the knee out to the side, drawing up in the standing leg, and then take your hands in prayer pose above your head. So if your wobbly toes can be on the floor, not on your knee if you can help it. Okay, good. And we come back down and take these little variations of warrior three that you enjoy. So the left leg lifts, you then take the left leg back and the arms can come back. So you're reaching back through your fingers, you're pushing out through your left knee, leveling your hips. And then as you bend the knee lifts, the arms sweep up. The leg comes back and the arms come forward, we come into warrior three, pushing out through the heel again. Ears between the upper arms, palms are facing you. Hands come back to center. As you lift the knee again, come back to your center, take the arms out to the side. So last time, take the leg out to the side, the leg out behind you, the arms are coming out to your side. As you bend the front knee, drop the back foot, and then just see if you can take the arms into eagle arms. So just crossing the arms, and whatever version of eagle arms works for you, so you've got to come straight into your eagle arms. So you've got the front knee bent, the hands are above the chest, holding it, hands are away from the face, holding it here for a second. Front knee's bent, do you know? Sorry. Is your front knee bent? Yeah. Oh, could be your legs. Could be your black leggings. Your front knee is bent. And then this is a bit trickier. As you take the weight into your front foot, you could hover the foot on the ground, you could lift the leg, and you could maybe even bring your forearms parallel to the foot. If you feel really precarious like that, just extend the arms, come back into your warrior three, but you could try it. And then again, bend the front knee, drop the back foot, take the arms up, turn your thumbs out, lift your chest. And back to center. And pop. Your foot forwards, other side. So you've got the weight in your left foot coming into tree pose on this side. So the knee is turned out, you're drawing up through the standing leg, so that hip's not flopping out. This leg is strong, your body is strong, your hands are to your center. Pushing the leg against the foot, and then you take the arms up. Hands come back to center. Knee comes forward, and then we take the right leg back as the arms sweep back behind us. Feel the opening through the upper chest, reaching through your fingers, leveling your hips. And then you sweep your knee up, and you take the arms up. The leg comes back and the arms come forwards into your warrior three. Hands come back to center, you can sweep the knee up again, lift the arms. And then last time they come back to your center, the arms come out to the side as the leg comes back behind you. Much wobbling was up by all. Bend the front knee, drop the back foot, and then wrap the arms again. Cross the arms coming into your warrior, your eagle arms. So your feet are wide enough apart, so your hips are facing forwards, the elbows are off the chest, the hands away from the face. Root down through your feet. And then we can try this as a variation by taking the weight forwards. You can keep the toes on the floor, just try and bring the forearms forward, or you could lift the back leg. Pushing out through the heel, drawing up through, so both legs are active. You're drawing up through the left leg, pushing out through the back. Drop your back heel, release the arms, sweep the arms up again, spiral the arms up. And come back to your centre as you pop your foot forward. Don't be quite much I've done for time today, so I'm going to run out of it. But anyway, take your feet out to the side, take your knees out to the side, coming into a horse stance. So you take our lotus mudra at the heart, so you've got your thumbs, your baby fingers touching. Rest the mudra in your heart center, holding it here for a couple of breaths. And then take the arms up. Gazing at the heels of your hands, relaxing the shoulders a little. Sinking into your love stance. You could release the arms, bend the elbows, take the elbows out to the side, so goddess pose. And then squeeze the forearms together. Take the hands to your centre as you straighten your legs. Turn the feet a bit more forwards, facing the right hand to your chest, the left arm comes out to the side and we'll circle the sun. Bend the knees and circle the sun. Come across and around. Over. Last one. The side. So the arm comes out to the side, you bend the knees, sweeping across the hand, resting on your heart centre. And then as you stop, heel turn your feet back to hip distance apart and come back to your mountain pose. Check in with your breath. And lift the arms, lift the heels. And just drop the heels, bend the knees, sweep the arms back. Arms sweep forward, coming into your chair pose. The shoulders away from the ears. And then as you hinge forward, take the hands onto your shins, lengthen along the spine to a halfway lift, draw the shoulders back from the ears, find length through the backs of the legs. And then you can bend the knees and step back into your plank pose or half plank. So if you're on a plank pose, remember tummy back into spine, pushing out through the heels, engage your arm muscles to squeeze the shoulder blades together and down the spine. Imagine you're squeezing your thumbs together, pushing the middle fingers away from you, and then drop your knees, cross the ankle, hop over your heels, and sit on your bottom, Flynn. I know you'll look at the clock. Are we done yet? Are we done? And we could just circle the body. Just a couple of breaths here. Just allow the body. Relax the shoulders. I used to do the same. And go the other way. And then bring yourself to rest. Shavasana, relaxation pose. Lie down, rest. And just. So I'm sorry I've run over a little bit. I should probably teach slightly longer classes. I always only used to do, whenever I went to a class, I'd always pick an hour class because that was all I'd ever give. I think an hour was long enough, but I always run over when I teach. So anyway, so bring yourself to rest in a comfortable position. Yes, if your back is sore, you might want to have your knees bent. You can rest them however. You could even lie on your side or your tummy. Just find a comfortable spot for your relaxation. As we bring our bodies to rest. And you watch the breath. Allow the mind to watch the breath. And as your breath begins to slow, your body begins to rest. Feel the body resting in the earth. You might notice with each exhale, the body just sinking a little deeper into relaxation. You bring awareness to your body, you relax your feet, the soles of your feet, your toes, and the tops of your feet. Relax the heels and the ankles, the shins and the calf muscles. And your knees, the fronts of the knees and the backs of the knees. And your thighs, fronts of the thighs and backs of the thighs. You feel something through your hips and your pelvis. The softening through your abdomen and across your chest. As you feel the back of the body releasing onto the earth. And you relax your lower back and your middle back and your upper back. Maybe noticing the softening between your shoulder blades. As your shoulders just melt away from your ears. And you feel the softening through your arms, the elbows and the wrists, the palms of the hands, the backs of the hands, all the way to your fingertips. Relax your throat, the sides of the neck and the back of the neck. Release any tension in your jaw. Relaxing your tongue. Allow your lips to part slightly. Relax your cheek. Relax your nose, maybe noticing the air as it enters and leaves your nostril. And bring awareness to the eyes, the corners of the eyes. Softening there. And the eyeballs and the eyelids. Relax the little space between your eyebrows. You feel the softness across your forehead. You relax the crown of the head, the top of the head, back of the head. The whole body resting. Any remaining tension or anything you no longer need is washing down through your body and away through your feet into the ground as your whole body rests. And allow your body to smile. Just allow a little smile to come onto your lips. And feel the smile spreading across your face, to your cheeks and your eyes, so that your whole head is smiling. And the smile travels down to your heart. Feel your inner smile, filling your heart with love and joy and tenderness, compassion. And then your smile starts to radiate out from your heart, filling your whole body through your torso and your arms and your legs, all the way to your fingertips and the tips of your toes. Your whole body smiling. And allow that feeling of smiling to radiate out from your heart center to everybody you love. Your whole body smiling. And let that feeling of smiling radiate to everyone practicing yoga with you today. As you smile. How does it feel for your whole body to smile? And then let that feeling of smiling sink deep down into your body so that every cell of your body is smiling. As your body rests and smiles. Notice how you feel. As you bring awareness back to your physical body, resting on your mat. Become aware of your breath. The sound of your breath. And as your breath starts to deepen, feel the energy starting to flow around your body, through your arms and through your legs, as you think about wriggling your fingers and wriggling your toes. Feel the prana, the life force energy, chi, flowing around your body. And when you're ready, maybe draw your knees up towards your chest and rock a little bit from side to side before coming to rest on your ribs. When you're ready, just think about maybe using your hands to ease yourself up to a seated position. So you can rest your hands at your heart center. And we do a little Sanskrit chant. I've got three. But this it translates as may all beings be peaceful and free. So it's Lokah Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. We'll do it 3 times if you want to. So we inhale. Lokah Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokah Samasta Sukhi no bhavantu loka samasta. Sukhi no bhavantu. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Have a very joyful weekend. Thank you very much for joining me. Namaste. Thank you. Lovely ladies on Zoom. Let me stop there.